Okay, more British title action, Commonwealth title as well. Royston Barney Smith takes on Conor Mcintosh. Now these belts have been vacated by the brilliant Ryan Garner from Southampton, and it looks like Royston Barney Smith is coming up in his slipstream, collecting belts in theory behind him, but there is a very stubborn, talented Welshman here who wants to make sure that that is not the case, and that's who I'm going to start with in Conor Mcintosh. Conor, this is a belt, the British title anyway, you've said is your dream. This means a lot, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, when I first did professional, that was, you know, the main goal. Like, I had the ability to win the British title. You know, there's been some bumps in the road through my career. You know, took a couple of losses, but learned from them all against, you know, good opposition. And I've just never been deterred. I've always been in the gym the next day, train hard, look after myself outside the gym. And yeah, I'm just ready to grab this opportunity with both hands.
You've had a kind of like a different path to Royston Barney Smith. A decorated amateur, turned over, 18 years old with Frank Warren, with Queensbury, a lot of fanfare. You've had a different path, and I believe you're a dad, you're working a full-time job as well. Talk to us a little bit about your camp leading up.
Yeah, I suppose a bit of a working class hero really. I mean, I'm still working full-time. The work have been good enough to let me have time off. And I was doing the school run this week as well. The last one was yesterday. And yeah, I mean, coming up off a small hall, selling tickets, paying for opponents and stuff like that, it's been tough. But I believe it's made me the fighter I am, and I'm just really hungry to go for it.
Have you sparred before, you and Royston?
No, so me and Royston went up to Matchroom Gym to help Joe Cordina in preparations for his world title fight. And I'll admit, while I was there, I looked at Royston and I thought, yeah, very, very good kid. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I heard he had a very stellar amateur career as well. But there was a part of me that was thinking, like, you know, maybe one day, you know, he's the same weight as me, you know, it could happen. So, and here we are.
Here we are indeed. Let's hear from Royston Barney Smith then. I mean, this is looks like a bit of a step up. It's British and Commonwealth titles, all part of the path, part of the plan, I'm sure, for you, Royston. How are you feeling about this one?
I think it's going to be like a good fight. I know he goes to work and he's a full-time dad, and fair play to him, but this is boxing at the end of the day, and you do have to set yourself apart from the pack, and I believe I do that 7 days a week and twice on Sunday.
Is it about levels?
At this stage in the game, yes, because where you're fighting for the British and Commonwealth titles, for me, this is a big accomplishment, but this is not where my journey stops. I want to be #1 in the world one day and a multi-time world champion.
No, that's interesting, Conor, because we've talked about this as well. For Royston, this isn't the mountain top. Mm-hmm. This isn't the Everest. For you, it sounds like it is. All you've talked about is the British title. Is that something that could play out in the fight at all?
Well, yeah, I mean, like we said earlier, I think Royston probably sees this as a sort of like a stepping stone onto bigger and better things. You know, that's all, you know, fair enough to him, but to me, like after April 17th, I do not see anything beyond that, and that's the way I've been training. Like April 17th is where it all ends. You know, I'm willing to do everything possible for these British and Commonwealth titles.
Sounds very determined, Royston.
No, you have to be. I doubt he's not trained himself to death for this fight, but so have I. And me on a good night beats him on a great night. So on Friday, I'm going to show you what the class is made of.
No, that's interesting that he talked about when you both went to the gym and you both were sparring. I think it was Joe Cordina, and he said he saw a great fighter when he looked at you. I've heard a quote from you where you said you saw him, you thought, well, he's going to have to step up if he ever gets in the ring with me. Is that kind of how you felt at the time? Is that how you're feeling about this?
Yeah, definitely. For the likes of for back then to now, I'm a different fighter to when that happened, and to be honest, me back then to me now is a total different man in that ring.
In your last fight, Royston, you seem to hurt Danny Courtenay with every shot in the book, really. Do you feel like you can hurt Conor Mcintosh? Never been stopped, by the way. You feel you can hurt him and take him out of there?
I punch hard enough and fast enough to hurt anyone, Dev, and I believe if I hit anyone half okay, they're definitely going out of there.
Thoughts, Conor?
I didn't catch the last bit, but he said he hits hard. We'll see you on Friday.
That'll do. See you on Friday night.
We'll see you both on Friday night. Brilliant fight. British and Commonwealth Super Featherweight Championships on the line.